There will be several moments in life where you constantly have to be reminding yourself behind the reason as to why you actually started. And there are certain people who operate a little bit differently. And there are people who have different types of incentives and different people who have different types of motivations. I mean, that's exactly as to what makes people interesting and people different because they have different motivations behind us, like behind their actions. But there is one thing that, at least with company culture and with business, that Rockefeller used to constantly do, that I saw a study of it fairly recently, is that JD, or I think it was John D. Rockefeller, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was John D. Rockefeller, one of the big oil mongrel, that what he would do is he would pray every single morning as a form of basically reminding himself and grounding himself on as to what the actual bigger vision behind his company was and behind it, his inspiration was. He believed that God had put him on this earth, and his will and his reasoning and his life's purpose was to make as much money as humanly possible, so that he could make society move forward. People think he was an oligarch. People think that he did things like badly and wrongly. I'm not here to defend him or basically try and promote his actions because don't get me wrong, I haven't studied him that much, but I do know that if you want to grow in business and you want to, I guess you could say, have breakthroughs, you're going to be constantly needing to remind yourself, and you're going to have to need a totem pole that you can constantly be going back to, that is a reminder behind the reason as to why you started. And I do think that there's another thing. I think there are certain people who are wired differently mentally. For example, I have some fairly successful people in my bloodline. I don't come from the ground. Like, I don't come from the scraps. Like, I don't come from the mud. I am thankful to God and I'm thankful to my family for the way that I was raised. I was raised in a way that I was basically put into an abundance mindset from an early beginning. Don't get me wrong, I never grew up rich. Like, I was never a child millionaire, but I didn't grow up poor either. And my mother was a huge impact in my life in the sense that she implanted this thing in my mind, this seed in my mind, that anything that I wanted in life, I can go out and get. And that's something that has had a huge impact in my life up until today. But on top of that, I have grandparents who have made it I have rich grandparents. I'm gonna come out and say it. Like, no, I don't feel bad about it. I have very, very wealthy grandparents, and their grandparents, like, on top of them, like, had some money. My father, for some other reasons, he was never ever able to, I guess you could say, like, take everything to the next level. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but he was never ever able to, like, basically keep things going. That's what I'll leave it at. But I look back at my bloodline and I look back at my ancestors and all the things that they've done and the stuff that I'm doing today and the stuff that I am trying to constantly achieve in my goals and my aspirations. I constantly tell myself that the stuff that I'm trying to achieve is going to dwarf what they did in so many ways, in so many comparisons. Like, it's just going to be like incomparable. Don't get me wrong, they've achieved some fantastic things, and I have massive respect for my ancestors because the stuff that they've done in their lifetimes is just like, it's awesome. Um, some ethical, some non-ethical. Won't go into details. Well, I definitely won't go into details. But the stuff that I'm trying to achieve today, we are trying to revolutionize like marketing as a whole. We're literally revolutionizing marketing as a whole, and on top of that, we're revolutionizing the job market and yeah, we're literally revolutionizing the job market. And the reason as to why I'm able to think this way, there's multiple reasons as to why I believe that I'm able to think this way, is because of the people who I hang out around. I hang around people who are in the constant pursuit of excellence, and like one of the mentors that I have is making unfathomable amounts of fucking money. Like, he's taking home $200 million profit per year. That's insane. Like, that's like, and his business is making like easily over $500 million a year. So like, he makes like a lot of fucking money, and then there's like the CEO of Panda Express who makes like probably $500 million profit per year. Like, there's guys who are making fucking extremely huge moves, and then there's like Elon Musk, and there's Larry Ellison, and then there's fucking Jeff Bezos. All these people who have made such huge impacts in today's society that I just compare myself to them, and I'm like, if they can't do it, why the fuck can't I? Why the fuck can't the people who I hang around do that as well? Why the fuck can we not make a difference? Why can why can't it be us as well? Like, what differentiates them from us? And the answer to that, in my opinion, is, I mean, one of the things is opportunity. Not, I definitely don't think opportunity, because if you're in a first world country, you can force opportunity upon yourself. If you have like all working limbs and you have a working cognitive brain, you can force opportunity upon like your circumstances. If you're poor, and you move, like if you're in a first world country, especially the United States, that is something that I do see about the US, is that you can force opportunity upon yourself. So I would disagree that opportunity is something that they have. There are people who are in third world countries who just don't have those opportunities, which, like, my heart goes out to them. But I definitely think it's ambition and mindset. I think those are the top two things that those fuckers have, and a lot of the times, like, they have IQ, like, blah blah blah. But, like, the main two things that I personally believe that people can just hardwire themselves or change their mindsets towards is their mindset and their ambition, and as to how big they can dream. Because I don't really believe that the person who is running a few Italian restaurants in downtown is working any less hard than Elon Musk. It's just the things that they're working on are completely different, and their ambitions are just so much larger. Elon wants to take society to Mars, and the Italian restaurant owner is trying to open another branch. Which, don't get me wrong, those both are fantastic things, and they're both moving society in their own way. But the only reason as to why Elon Musk is able to make billions and billions of dollars per year is because of how big he's streaming, versus in comparison, the Italian restaurant owner is only thinking about opening up another restaurant, which, like I said, is fine. But depending on as to how big of an impact you want to have in society, you need to tailor your goals, and you need to tailor your mindset, and you need to tailor your, like, actual large, like, outcome, and that's what you want to achieve in life towards that. So I don't know, I'm kind of just blabbering here and there. But I definitely do think people will disagree with me. That's fine. People have their own opinion on everything. But I do believe if you put your mind to something that is, like, so fucking large that it scares you, and you put your teeth in, but, like, if you put your blood and teeth into the ground and you actually put the fucking work in, and you constantly iterate and you constantly trying to improve on it, you will achieve it. Like, you will achieve it. The way that you get there probably won't be the way that you're planning it out, but you will get there. I promise that. And yeah, won't make this video too much longer. Peace.